Erica Kirk forgave her husband's killer. The state of Utah will inject poison into that until he's... There is no contradiction between those two things.
A tyrant. We used to compare the strength of our democracy to communist dictators. That's what we're dealing with right now in Donald Trump. And these titans of industry are not speaking up.
Behold, this is one of the best F around and find out stories you're going to have in 2025. One of my favorites so far, but it has also vexed me. It has defeated me. Now, many of you have reached out to me or said in the comment section many times before that you're sick of me dancing around certain words or certain things, this, that, and the other thing. Well, this video I have recorded 6 different times and edited 6 different ways, and it keeps getting restricted. These new rules, whatever is going on YouTube is maybe one of the most perplexing things imaginable. I have dozens of videos about what happened on that train to the Ukrainian refugee, and YouTube has no problem with that. This video, where I happen to be talking about the UAE and some girl who claims she was a aspiring law student having something that you should absolutely not have there. I cannot get it past. I just want to make fun of this girl, and it's not letting me. Before we get into the rest of the story, super quick word from this video sponsor.
Picture this. It's a crisp fall day. And, well, it will be soon, but I think we got a couple more days until fall actually begins. But it's a crisp fall day, and you're planning for the year ahead. As a retiree, you've earned the peace of mind that comes with knowing your health care is secure. But with Medicare's open enrollment just around the corner, October 15 through December 7, now is the time to act. Nearly 70 million Americans rely on Medicare, and the choices you make in the next few weeks could save you thousands. Ensure your doctors stay in network and cover the medications you need. Don't let this opportunity slip away. Call Chapter for free. Expert Medicare advice, and make the most of your coverage. Take John, for example, a 70-year-old retiree who thought his Medicare Advantage plan was good enough. Last year, he skipped reviewing his plan during open enrollment, only to discover in January that his prescription copays had doubled 200%, and his favorite specialist was no longer in network. A quick call to Chapter and their Medicare advisor could have helped John switch to a plan with lower costs and a broader provider network, saving him stress and money. This year, John's not taking any chances. He's reaching out to Chapter to review his options. And why does this matter? Well, because Medicare plans change every year. Premiums, deductibles, drug formularies, and provider networks shift, and small changes can add up to big costs. For 2025, there's big news. Medicare drug plans now have a $2,000 cap on out-of-pocket costs, a game changer for so many folks out there. But with Part B premiums rising and the value-based insurance design VBID program ending, some Medicare Advantage plans may drop extras like dental or vision. And your annual notice of change arriving soon in the mail, so keep an eye out for that, is your roadmap to these updates. But navigating it can definitely feel overwhelming, especially based on what people have been telling me. And that's where Chapter comes in. Whether you're happy with your current plan or exploring new options, Chapter's experts can guide you through the maze of Medicare choices. Original Medicare or Medicare Advantage, where Original Medicare offers flexibility to see any provider accepting Medicare but requires separate Part D and Medigap plans, which can get extremely pricey, while Medicare Advantage bundles hospital, outpatient, and often drug coverage, sometimes with extras like hearing or transportation, but then you're limited to in-network providers. With Chapter's free advice, you'll understand which plan fits your health needs and budget. Don't wait until December 7 to act. Time is short and the stakes are high. Healthcare costs can eat into your savings, but a quick call to Chapter can ensure you're not overpaying or missing out on benefits. Call Chapter today at 270-467-2426 for free personalized Medicare guidance. Like the fall seasons, changing leaves this autumn, this season is your chance to refresh your coverage and secure your future. Make the call. Your wallet and your health will certainly thank you. I thought it was interesting that the quartering made that video, or at least made that statement in his video, because we talked about this just the other day, and I was explaining how I was going to avoid showing certain footage from the Utah crime scene to avoid being slapped around by YouTube's virtual hand, for which I was still, to my surprise, not in their good graces. And so ultimately what's happening is YouTube is finding certain portions of these videos, these conversations, these discussions, real life events that they don't like. And I think Michelle, I'm going to try to figure out where she responded to this. And she says, suppressing news in history is the way she describes it. Suppressing news in history. And so essentially that puts us in a position where we have to get very creative on how creative we're going to be to creatively dance and work our way around saying the things that need to be said. And, or at least sharing, because I thought it was the video, but to my surprise, I was wrong. I learned that, in fact, as I dove deep into the reasoning behind this suitability restriction, was that it's not just the footage of people running that they consider to be violent. No, I'm going to read to you exactly what YouTube says here, and hopefully this doesn't trigger the system as well. Dead bodies with obvious injury or damage in educational or documentary settings, such as a history learning channel. Graphic game violence in thumbnail or early on in the content. Raw footage of armed conflict without injuries. Description of graphic details of tragedies. Dramatized content displaying severe and shocking injuries, and comedic references or fleeting images of foreign terrorist organizations. And so I think what triggered it was the description of graphic details or of tragedies, for which Clayton Morris was describing as he was explaining the course of action that the FBI was going to take based on his information that he received from an inside source, which I never would have ever guessed in a million years that that's what it was. But guess what? That's what it was. And this was after a human review as well. So there you have it, folks. We are going to dance and tiptoe around these things here just to get these videos out. And if you really want more, then you know where to find it. There's a link down below in the description. Now, be that as it may, we're going to continue moving on with this and having these discussions. And forgive me beforehand, or I don't know, maybe I should have started this video off by saying this. I'm going to have to edit the ever-loving shit out of this video to hopefully get the thumbs up, green flag, seal of approval, the check from YouTube's AI processing system for suitability for all audiences. And we'll see how it goes. Now, I give you Michael Knowles and Turning Point and a truth here and a story about tough love. Better yet, a warning to those who need to hear this. And yeah. Kamala Harris, MSNBC, Rachel Maddow. Stay tuned, folks. Subscribe if you haven't already, because if you don't, you may never see this channel again. We're going to talk about that later today.
Christian forgiveness does not demand that we allow the cruel to ravage the whole earth. It demands that we love our enemies. And sometimes love is tough. In our personal lives, love means praying for those who persecute us. In politics, love usually means punishing the guilty, both for the protection of the innocent as well as for the good of the criminals. No one benefits from crime, decay, and disorder. Not the rest of us, and not the criminals themselves. We cherish what we call the marketplace of ideas in America. Erica Kirk, for